often go unreported, but mean everything for the viewer. It's all about investing in your future, your American dream.
Fox Business, invested in you.
A massive melt-up in stocks is underway. The Dow in record territory this morning once again, up 71 points. The NASDAQ up 35, and the S&P 500 up 9 points. Joining me right now is Andersen Capital Management Chief Investment Officer, Peter Andersen. And Peter, it's great to see you. Thanks very much for joining us. I know you have been participating in this great rally with amazing 42% and 41% returns in the last 2 years, respectively. Tell me how you've done it. What are you invested in?
Well, Maria, you know, the last time I was on here, we were talking about 2020, and I said that was the most difficult and challenging year. I'm also finding 2021 being difficult in the sense that the markets aren't really acknowledging a lot of the growth stocks that have kind of been left behind in the rally. So I'm investing in the same stocks that I did last year for clients as they come in, and they are, in my opinion, deeply undervalued now. We've seen this big rotation into value versus growth, but I think it's really unfounded.
So you think you want to go back and double down on growth here, even though valuations are up? They were the leadership groups in 2020, right?
Mm-hmm. They were the leadership groups in 2020, and as we turn the calendar to 2021, many of these leaders actually took it on the chin. They weren't just left behind in the rally, they actually traded off. And just let's apply a little bit of common sense here. I mean, let me mention some of the sectors. Pet care, for instance. You know, it's almost as if people are saying because the lockdown has reached its zenith and we're coming off that lockdown, we're not going to take care of our pets anymore. Well, that's just simply not true. Same thing goes with data security, right? Data security, we're always going to be focused on whether or not we get hacked. So some of these stocks are acting as if we're just abandoning these themes and moving on to other themes, and I just don't think that's valid.
All right. What about those companies tied to the economic recovery? Cyclicals often fall in the bucket of value. What about that group? Because we are seeing an economy that's doing quite well, recovering from that lockdown. Estimates call for GDP growth in 2021 all the way up at 9%.
Absolutely, and I'm not totally discounting value, but I do think it's better understood to look at some of these growth names that will just feed off the recovery even more. You know, one of the interesting things I saw, which I was shocked about, was last quarter, the lowest dollar price stocks rallied, Maria, not lowest value like PE or any kind of price to sales, but just pure dollar price. To me, that doesn't make much sense, does it? You would want to look at a stock for its basic valuation, not the fact that it's trading at a low dollar price. So I think a lot of this focus right now is misdirected.
Yeah. Real quick on Bitcoin, is that misdirected? Today it's down following the Turkish central bank news that it will ban the use of cryptocurrencies as a form of payment. Your reaction to this? Where are you on crypto?
Very, very negative. I always have been for two reasons. We can talk about the policy, which is what you were just referring to, Turkey, but also just the mechanics of crypto. I challenge any analyst out there to be able to fully explain in layperson's terms how you mine for Bitcoin. I've spent hours looking at this. It is very, very complicated, and I think people are getting in way over their heads when they look at cryptocurrency.
Yeah, and yet it's at $60,000. Go figure. Peter, it's good to see you this morning. We'll keep watching all of that. Thank you, sir. Peter Andersen. We'll be right back.